Yo, 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 what's up, RotoBaller friends and family? Welcome in to another edition of Launching Longshots. This week on tap, Hamilton Golf and Country Club is back playing the host role for the Canadian Open. We haven't seen this course since 2019. Extensive renovations. I laid all this out and more on my podcast, The Preferred Lines Golf podcast that is out now. Guest Sia Najad was fantastic this week. We covered everything for the Canadian Open to get you prepped, recapped a little bit of an emotional week in golf. But I'm here now to give you three guys all at 80 to 1 plus this week, with I think the potential to maybe pop one up in Canada and Hamilton. Course sets up for a lot of different playing styles. Show, of course, proudly presented by the RotoBaller team. The promo code, if you want to join the crew, is LINES. That's LINES. That will get you 10% off any weekly, monthly, daily, yearly. If you want to subscribe for an hour, I'm sure they'll allow it, because you're going to get the greatest golf content combination from all different angles, from all different minds in terms of betting and DFS. It can possibly get you prepared for each and every week on the PGA Tour. I'm just a small little member of that community and team, but I'm proud to be there with the great Avengers of golf content, Team RotoBaller. Here we go. Let's talk this week. Three guys, all 80 to 1 plus. I'm starting with a straight up outright pick here, and I'm not even going to top 20 in it because I believe on my boy to win. Change the background color here. He's actually got a little picture of him up on that shelf right there that's autographed. Met him at the Honda Classic. My man, Canada's very own Adam Svensson. And the reason I'm going to highlight Mr. Svensson this week, let's take a look on my good friends over at Bet the Number Golf's website, and you will see the approach numbers from Adam Svensson would indicate that this is a player who is extremely dialed in. I always have a rule. You play Adam Hadwin on courses sub 7,200 yards. We have an incredibly short track in Hamilton this week. He won an event at the RSM Classic, which was an extremely short course, played very well at the Honda Classic in the past before it switched to a new name, Cognizant. And you can see around the early parts of the year, he had this stretch through Florida, which was highly unusual. I actually have information he was going through a bit of a swing and coaching adjustment at that point. You can see the numbers have trended up very nicely. He is waiting on the putter to heat up. And here's the thing with Svensson, it kind of can. And when it does, it really goes nuclear when you see these 9 strokes putting in multiple events within the last year and a half. RSM Classic, obviously got a win, did it at the John Deere. The PGA Championship, he gained 6 strokes putting. Like, this is a guy who does not consistently do it, but knowing that he can do it makes him what I think is a worthy outright selection with a little bit of value this week. Moving up the board, actually, roughly only 10 points, 90 to 1 this week in the outright betting market. I really love him in a positional top 20 piece where he is plus 280 to finish inside the top 20. Let's talk about Danny Berger again. If you notice, one of the things that I've picked up on Daniel Berger is a little bit more distance this year. He's actually come back after a long hiatus from injury with a little bit more pop in the bat. He's hitting a ton of fairways like he always does. I mean, look at this, the last 24 rounds here. You'll see here the ball speed slightly above tour average now, but we're talking about a guy who's hitting nearly 70% of fairways. Well, I think that this course can be attacked via a bomb and gouge strategy. There's also another way to play it, and that's be hyper accurate off the tee, and it's something that Daniel Berger has been. 3 consecutive events with a very solid week in terms of ball striking. CJ Cup, Byron Nelson, his first top 13 of the season. I think he has what it takes to potentially top 20 in this event. You're getting nearly 3 to 1 on your dollar if he were to do so. 90 to 1 in the outright spots. Danny Berger's on the card. Finally, moving all the way up to the grand price of triple digits, super long shot bomb at 175 to 1. Let's chat about Bryce Garnett, because the stats would indicate that this is a player playing pretty consistent golf and is coming off a T35 in Valhalla, in which he gained 5.8 on approach, Bryce Garnett. He's also coming off a win in Puerto Rico in March, a 35th place finish at the Players Championship. These are big time events. And you look at a few of those when you talk about the Players, when you talk about Puerto Rico, when you talk about places like the RBC Heritage, these are you know, average courses in terms of distance, and what that can really accentuate for a player like Bryce Garnett, who's a top 5 driving accuracy guy in the entire field, is a significant leverage spots where he can use his ability to, look, he's losing off the tee, but he gains that back with driving accuracy. When you have small greens, when you have greens that are recently restored, being able to control your spin, particularly on these extremely slopey, hairy, cold greens up there in Canada, are going to be like one of those things that you have in the bag that you can utilize. A little bit of confidence coming into this event. T40 market is also where I've played Bryce Garnett. 2-1 in the top 40 space. He's done that in very much stronger fields than he'll see this week in Canada. A great spot to potentially get a little Bryce Garnett popping. Those are some long shots. I wish you the best of luck. We're changing up background colors. We're changing hats. We're getting all in because we are geared up for the second half of the PGA Tour season in the summer of golf here over at RotoBaller. Best of luck to you this week. That's been launching long shots. You can follow me on Twitter at Tour Picks. My name is Joe Idone. Hope you all have a great week. On behalf of RotoBaller, I'm out. Peace.